What's going on, guys? Big Jer back again. This time we're going to be making ARPs with Massive, and this is what this sound's going to sound like. Same as before, we click right into here, and we can see that we have a long note waiting for us, C2 to be specific. Let's go into our massive, and we have ourselves a blank massive. If you don't, no big deal, just go here and hit new sound. So today, what we're going to be focusing on is the stepper. And this is, remember how I said that massive was kind of the OG synth? This was one of the things that Serum borrowed and arguably improved upon in Serum, but this is the OG way to do it, and we're going to talk about that now. So stepper could be found on any LFO. Notice that when I click any of these LFOs that you've got this little drop down box. We've got LFO, performer, or stepper. We'll get to the performer, don't you worry. But today we're going to be talking about the stepper. And the stepper is going to step in between increments on a parameter. Okay, let me show you what I mean. I'm going to set up a neat little arpeggiated pattern, and we're going to do it with the stepper. So it's a little bit different on this guy. We're going to go over here, grab the stepper, bring it over to our pitch. Now remember, guys, I do like to turn everything off before I start on massive, because I know that this is one that is a little bit new to a lot of us, and we're not spending as much time on Serum, so let's make sure that we're as not confused as possible. Awesome. So here we go. Let's set this up to work in between an octave. So octave is going to be 12 semitones. So right now I'm going to turn this up to 12, and now this is going to control anything between 0 and 12. So let's set it to sync, and let's set it to 12. No, 8. Let's see what that sounds like. And I'm going to bring this guy up an octave. Okay. So we're going to start moving through these. So let's have it go up, down, and then maybe we'll bring it up to, oh, by the way, check this out. If I hold Alt or Option, then it jumps in between, or it snaps to the actual notes. And if I leave it up, it'll, kind of go in between. So let's snap to the notes. And I'll go up to 7 because that's a fifth. And then we'll go back down to there, and maybe we'll go up to, let's see, 9. Let's see what this sounds like. Not happy. And then let's go back to 7. And then dun dun. Almost there. It's probably just the third. Love that. And I don't want to play any more of these notes. I want it to just keep going in between here. So I'm going to go back to here and pull that guy on back to 8. So we just have our full 8 beats. Oh, wow. So now you know how to use the stepper. All right. So what could we do to make this thing even cooler? Let's go and, well, let's just make an octave higher, right? So let's bring this guy over here. Let's bring this back here. Pop this on here. We'll bring this up an octave. Okay. And then make this go up an octave as well. So now they're doing the same thing, but this is just higher up an octave. Amazing. Let's dial that right in. That's pretty cool. At this point, we're going to go ahead and grab an envelope, and we're going to take advantage of some stuff here. So let's go ahead and use maybe rough math. We haven't used that one yet. That's dope. Let's do that. Let's bring this guy over here, and let's have it kind of rock between. Sync it. Quarter. And let's have it kind of jump back and forth like a switch back and forth. Love that. All right, so let's go down here and add a little bit of noise color like we like to do. Let's add something interesting like aluminum. I don't even know what that sounds like. Let's see. Let's turn this on. That might be a little crazy. Let's go. Wow. Sounds like somebody talking. Love it. So let's go over here to our LFO, add the same one that we're using for right here, bring it down here and put it on the amp, and this is going to awesome. That's adding a nice little texture. Love that. Great. Let's add a little bit of feedback. Pump that up just feeding back a little bit on itself to add a little bit of bite there, which I do like. Let's add a little bit of our phase to, let's try the lower octave. So that'll be oscillator 1. Wait, let's try to put this up a fifth. What I want to do is add maybe another LFO here. We'll have it bite up and use this kind of a shape. And sync it. Oh yeah, now we're getting there. Alright, now let's move on to our inserts for a second anyway. So I'm going to go into my routing, and I want to insert something before my first filter. So let's go ahead and turn that on, and let's do like a, was it Sine Shaper? I do like that one. Okay, so I like this as like an additive, right? So we'll leave the vibrato, it's cool. So I'll bring this over here, and I want to add this here like this, and it could be like some cool crushing effect. I love that. So let's go ahead and add that, like, call that like crunch. Cool. Add a little bit of crunch there. So now let's move on to our filter. So let's go ahead and use filter 1. Let's pull this guy up to filter 1, and we'll use ourselves a, I don't know, a DAF filter. Why not? But DAF filter is basically a low pass filter with some DAF added. Cool. So I'm going to go here and grab my, we'll do this LFO2 here that's going a little bit faster on the phase. Bring it over here to the cutoff. Sounding good, sounding good. Let's give it a little bit of spatial design. So I'm going to go over here, turn my reverb on. Nice. Let's go ahead in here and let's give it a little bit of chorus. Yes. Cool. Let's control the lows a bit. So one last thing I will add is sometimes when people are recording into a DAW or whatever, they don't like to use the reverb here, but it sounds good while we're designing. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and add an opt-out for it. So we'll call this like verb off or something. Cool. And in the vein of adding options, I'm going to go ahead and take this over to my stepper here. So my stepper right here, I'm going to take this over to my stepper, and we're going to make this engage the stepper. So we'll call this stepper. Okay. Wait, and so that way you could play like a melody that you want, you know. But if you want to use the melody that you made here, or a combination of both. And this could be automated inside of your DAW. Cool. So finally, don't forget to save your sound. We're going to go over here and save as. Okay, we've got our basses. We could back out of this, Evenant sounds here. We're going to want to make a new folder if you haven't already. We'll call these ARPs. Okay, and we'll call this ARP1. Super original. Cool. I hope you guys enjoyed designing the sound. Hope you learned a little bit about the stepper too. Cool. See you on the next one.